Let's start today with a nursery rhyme that you all know. You can read it with me. It's Humpty Dumpty. Read along with me. Humpty Dumpty. Humpty Dumpty sat on a wall. Humpty Dumpty had a great fall. All the king's horses and all the king's men couldn't put Humpty together again. Now I'm going to point to a word and you tell me what it says. Humpty sat. Wall had. Fall. Fall rhymes with wall. All. It also rhymes with all. The horses and men. Humpty. Again. Again rhymes with men. Let's read it one more time. Humpty Dumpty sat on a wall. Humpty Dumpty had a great fall. All the king's horses and all the king's men couldn't put Humpty together again. Now, what is Humpty Dumpty really? That's right, he's an egg. And what happens when an egg falls? It breaks, just like Humpty Dumpty did. Can you put an egg back together? No. Let's try it and see. Here's Humpty Dumpty. Now let's set him on the wall and say it with me. Humpty Dumpty sat on a wall. Humpty Dumpty had a great fall. All the king's horses and all the king's men couldn't put Humpty together again. What happened to it? So our cracked egg, or our Humpty Dumpty, is all gooey. The inside part's all out of the shell now. Now, I have another egg, just like Humpty Dumpty was, that I just took out of the refrigerator. And another egg that's warm because I just boiled it. So I have a boiled egg and a raw egg. Let's see, how are they the same and how are they different? And we'll use our Venn diagram to find that. So let's use our sight first. Look at the two eggs. How do they look the same? The two eggs are the same size, the same color, and the same shape. Do they look different at all? Not that I can see. How about our sense of smell? I don't really smell the raw one. Smell the boiled egg. How about our sense of touch? How do they feel the same or different? So the raw egg feels cold. It just came out of the refrigerator. And the boiled egg feels warm because it just came out of the pot on the stove. And both of them have the same hard shell. How about our sense of hearing? No, I don't hear either one. How about our sense of taste? Do you want to taste the raw egg? Like this? I don't think I want to taste that one. Would you want to taste the boiled egg? I like boiled eggs. Let's look and see what it looks like inside. peeled this one. Tastes good. So the raw egg looked gooey inside, and the boiled egg was solid inside. The raw egg we do not eat, but the boiled egg is good to eat. Look at the differences and the similarities. Can you think of any other ways that a boiled egg and a raw egg are alike or different? Now I have some more eggs. Let's crack it and see what's inside. All right, so I'm gonna break the egg. Looks like we have some letters. What word could those letters make? What word is that? Will. Let's try this one. What word could we make there? What word did I make? Make. Make. Let's see what this one has. What could I make with those letters? Play. Let's try this one. Not. And. What could those letters make? Let's try this one. Help. Now what is it? The. You can make some of your own words like that by cutting out your alphabet letters and picking some letters to make a word. Now, our book today is about some more eggs, and this book is called The Easter Egg, and it's written by one of our favorite authors, Jan Brett. Remember to pay lots of attention to her illustrations because Jan Brett puts so many details in her illustrations. The Easter Egg, written and illustrated by Jan Brett. Cheer up, spring is here. Time to start on my first ever Easter egg, Hoppy said. Each year, the bunny who decorated the winning egg got to help the Easter rabbit hide the eggs on Easter morning. Hoppy had been dreaming about being that bunny all year long. Now it was time to get started. Everywhere Hoppy looked, rabbits were working on dazzling eggs. I need an amazing idea, he thought. Hoppy spotted Flora Bunny planting spring wildflowers in her eggs. The Easter rabbit will love those colorful flowers, he thought. And he started picking flowers for his egg. Here's a basket for your flowers, Hoppy, Flora said. Chop, chop, scrape, scrape. Hoppy spied Buster Birch carving a magnificent wooden egg. I wish I had some wood for my egg, he wished out loud. Here you go, Hoppy, Buster Birch said, and he put a smooth, round piece of wood in Hoppy's basket. Thank you, Buster, Hoppy said. Hoppy was hopping along when the smell of sweetness led him out of the woods and straight to the chocolate egg that Aunt Sassafras was decorating with creamy frosting and squiggles and bows. Hello, Hoppy, she said, and she put some chocolate squares in the basket. Hippity hop, Hoppy exclaimed. I'll make the Easter rabbit a chocolate egg so sweet it will make his whiskers tingle. Then Hoppy saw Granny Irene decorating one of her fabulous story eggs. First, she traced a design on the egg with a special tool. Then she dipped the egg in pots of yellow, green, orange, and red dye, adding to the design every time. Hoppy couldn't believe his eyes. Oh, I'll never make an egg that beautiful, he told Granny Irene. She smiled. Try, she said, giving him one of her special tools. Hoppy was hopping by Hans Vanderrabbit's garden when he spotted an extraordinary egg. Hans was painting a portrait of the Easter rabbit, so real that he looked alive. Fantastic! Hoppy exclaimed. Thank you, Hoppy, Hans said. Why don't you make a painting on your egg? He gave Hoppy pots of paint and a fine new brush. As Hoppy bounced along, a loud boing nearly knocked him off his feet. It was a whirling, twirling, mechanical egg. Whoa, Hoppy said. That's an unusual egg. Would you like to make one? Roberto asked. Hoppy tried hard, but the harder he tried, the more parts and pieces piled up around him. Thank you, Roberto, he sighed, but I think I better make the egg that is right for me. Hoppy hopped back to the woods and lay down under the tall tree to think. Making a beautiful egg is harder than I imagined, he thought. I guess I don't have to win. I just want to make an egg I'm proud of. Suddenly, the woods rang with the squawking of birds, sounding an alarm. Mother Robin swooped down, calling wildly, as if she couldn't decide where to go. An egg had tumbled out of Mother Robin's nest. Inside the perfect blue egg was a baby robin that needed its mother to keep it warm until it hatched. Hoppy knew what he had to do. He sat down carefully and covered the blue egg with his soft, warm fur. I'll take care of you the best I can, he whispered. Relieved, Mother Robin chirped and settled down on her other 2 eggs. Hoppy never left that robin's egg. If it was sunny and warm, he carefully turned the egg in its nest of moss. If it was rainy and cold, he kept the egg covered and dry. At night, wild animals passed by. Hoppy crouched down and stayed hidden in the ferns. Often he heard strange noises coming from above, but Hoppy didn't run away. Every day the rabbits worked on their eggs. Tadpoles turned into frogs, buds swelled into leaves, and Easter came closer and closer. Finally, it was time for the rabbits to take their eggs to the glen. They had forgotten all about Hoppy, who was quietly sitting on the blue egg under the tall tree in the woods. Early the next morning, the rabbits waited for the Easter rabbit. Suddenly, a beautiful wagon rolled towards them out of the mist and stopped. The Easter bunny stepped down from the wagon and admired the decorated eggs. One by one, "You have brought me the most beautiful eggs in the world, but a very special egg is not here," he told them. The rabbits were puzzled. Whose egg could it be? "Fill my wagon with your wonderful eggs," he said. "When I return, I will show it to you." And he disappeared into the woods. He came back with Hoppy, looking scruffy and bedraggled. "Hoppy has an amazing egg to be proud of," the Easter rabbit told them. "He has kept Mother Robin's egg warm and safe until her baby bird hatched and she could take care of it." The Easter rabbit placed the empty blue shell in the place of honor atop the wagon. Now they were ready to go. The rabbits cheered for the egg that had surprised them all. "It's our best Easter ever, Hoppy," they shouted. And then the brave little bunny and the Easter rabbit rode off together to hide the eggs for girls and boys to find on Easter morning. I love Jan Brett's books with all the details in her illustrations. Now your job today is to draw a picture of some Easter eggs. How would you decorate them? Be sure to draw and color them, and then write me a sentence or two describing your eggs. I can't wait to see what you come up with. Bye-bye.